Hey beautiful people, it's Ashley here from Elemental Growth. This is my blog or vlog about week 3 being getting more sustainable in the woods, I should say. So if you're just tuning in now, I moved my son and also my stepdad, who I was in isolation with in the city, and we came out here to the city to an acreage. It's 300 acres on the Canadian Shield, and here we're putting in a permaculture garden. I'm unschooling my son, and we're also foraging, and all at the same time I am still earning an income as a coach online. So yeah, what's new and good this week? We have been tapping trees, so you can see those videos of us tapping the maple trees and the birch trees. We have been working on the permaculture garden, as I said. So this is a 3-tier garden that's going to be going down to the water. Yeah, it's really cool. It's going to be a big space. We ordered all of our seeds, which we got them in just in time because some stores are stopping to sell seeds right now because of COVID. They're saying it's non-essential, even though, you know, of course, I believe that sustainability is essential. But you know, let's get it while we can, you guys. And if it gets to a point where you can't buy seeds, or if you're at that point already, maybe in one of those states, or areas where there's not a lot of stores for this opportunity, then I would recommend that you just at the grocery store buy organic produce and then reuse it by growing your compost. You can find tons of how-to videos on YouTube about growing food from compost. You can also harvest seeds and all this stuff. There is so much opportunity, and it's something I still do. Even though I do purchase seeds, I also harvest a lot of my own stuff, and I regrow from cuttings from the compost itself, from seeds. Yeah, so I definitely encourage you guys to do that. What are some other things? I am still doing the Ashley Answers series. And Finn is calling me right there, so just 1 second. That was so funny. So Finn was just saying that they're making syrup downstairs, and it's because the trees are producing so much. We only put out 10 taps, 4 on birch trees, which are producing a lot of syrup or sap, and then we put the rest on the maple trees because there is actually more of them. But yeah, you can find all that stuff in the videos, but we are boiling it down and making a syrup because there was a lot. I'm also freezing a lot of the sap that we can use in smoothies, or just if somebody gets dehydrated later on. Yeah, maybe I want to cook with it or whatever. So I did save and freeze a bunch of that too. There are 3 videos out that you guys can find on that right now: the preparation, the tapping, and the collecting. And then I'm going to put out 2 more. One about what it is that we do with the sap, and one about how it is that we close off the trees so no infections or anything like that get into the trees, because we don't want them to rot. We want to be able to use them year after year. We want them to thrive so that they give us the food that we need to thrive. So I'll definitely teach you how to do that. Some other stuff that's new and good is that, as you can see, there is a nice library behind me. But not only is that a library, but every wall in this place, living room, kitchen, this is the study, there is closets and bedrooms. When Mrs. A built this place, it was in 1960, and she read a book a day since she was 9 years old, so she had a huge collection. And when she designed this house, she designed it that every single wall had bookshelves on it. So this is like 86 years worth of books, worth of knowledge. And I feel very privileged to be able to tap into that. One amazing book that I got my hands on is this one, Sacred Mushroom and the Cross. So John Allegro, the author here, he actually wrote the Dead Sea not the Dead Sea Scrolls book, but he did help popularize it because he did write other books and speak on the topic. When this one came out, however, there was a lot more controversy, and they did really like penalize him because it's about bringing religion in with psychedelics. And I'm just digging into it now. I'm really excited to get out content around what it is that I learned from this book and this amazing guy that really did help try to normalize psychedelics and get the message out there that these plants are here to work with us. Another really cool thing, while psychedelics are in topic, because you guys know how much I love them and love to discuss these things, is I was doing some research on elm trees because I wanted to see what trees were growing around me. And I knew that elm showed up in the Bible, it showed up in spirituality, and it showed up in the psychedelic world. And I really started to think that maybe that's why it all came together. You know, in the Bible, it's because the elm tree was spiritual, but also in religions and in witchcraft and all these kind of things. If mushrooms were growing under them and people were consuming them, that would help with the religious ceremony, right? That still happens in a lot of these places, like South America, for example, where it's part of a rite of passage, it's part of their ceremony. It's starting to come in the West with some of us herbalists and with witches that are still out there and things. But it definitely, there's something to that. And I'd really love to dig in more, and looking forward to getting some content out around that and what I come up with, and much more to come too. So if you are interested in this kind of stuff, definitely check out sociadelic.com. I am an author there, and there's tons of other content and tons more coming from me as well. So check them out. Okay. I'm going to go for now. If there's anything you need from me, if you have questions and want to send them into Ashley@elementalgrowth.org, I'll make sure to do an Ashley Answers video about that. And there's more coming about our homesteading life as well. I love you guys. I'll talk to you soon.